Uh, Good morning, students. Coming to second lecture. So, what are the topics we are covered in the previous lecture? That is lecture one. So, introduction to the irrigation and drainage system. In that, definitions for the irrigation and drainage system, and what is the importance of irrigation and drainage system, and what are the water resources in global and also the India, and what are the different sectors depended on the water resources in India, and how the population is varied and water supply in India, and what is the importance for the World Water Day, and when we are going to celebrate World Water Day, and India's water scarcity challenges. What are the challenges we are facing through the water scarcity? Uh, Next and last topic we have discussed in the lecture one is background of 5-year plan in India, and for what purpose and from what criteria this 5-year plan is implemented is economical sustainability, shortages, and need for organizing development. For that purpose only, the 5-year plans are introduced in India. And what are the challenges we are facing after independence? That is before independence. The challenges are analyzed from the 1947 to 1950. When we uh, uh, analyzed, we have to implement in proper manner. We are going to implement, and proper manner we are going to organize, and proper manner we are going to maintain. Then the planned development will be gets advantage to the public and development for the nation. So next topic is inspired by the USSR's planning model. What is the USSR's? USSR is nothing but Union Soviet Socialistic Republic. This union will be taken from the European countries. This related to the European countries. For what purpose this union is started? Because after First World War, they got very serious problem on the economic development, or scarcity problem is high for the European countries. So for that purpose only this organization is started. So we are taken some important rules from the USSR's planning model. The idea of the centralized planning came from the Soviet Union 5-year plan. From where the 5-year plan is started is from this organization only. So what are the problems are faced, how they are overcome from after started the organization. So same method only we are also implemented in India after the independence. So India is adopted a similar system to create a priority key sectors, like what are the priority parameters they are taken to develop the India is irrigation, there means government, agriculture, power generation, industry, and transport. These are the main parameters to implement in India. When we implement in correct way, the nation will be developed. So for that purpose only, the India government has taken the priority on these parameters. Formation of Planning Commission. The first Planning Commission is started in 1950. So in 1950, India is established the Planning Commission. What are the main roles to start the Planning Commission? access of national resources. For example, what is the access of national resource? What is the access? For example, I have a land. So in non-rainy season, I have started my crop. From where I have to get the water, and from where the access I get the water resources. So all these problem is for solving only this planning commission is started. So access of water resources or national resources are different. Water is the one parameter. Next, allocate funds. Funds also is very important. Without funds, we cannot run any system. So for for irrigation system, how much fund we have to spend? For agriculture purpose, how much funds we have to allocate? For power generation, how much funds are released? For industry development, how much funds are to use? And how for transport system, how much funds? For different parameters, the fund systems are differentiated according to priority. The funds are divided. Next, prepare the 5-year plans. These 5-year plans are started. Every 5-year plan they are introduce one new thing. By this only we can develop it. At a time we cannot develop the any nation or any country or any district or any state. By step process only we can develop our nation. That is the main intention for the 5-year plans. Monitor the progress. When we introduced one system, so how we are going to maintain, how we are going to operate this system, this is monitor progress. So first 5-year plan, they given the priority on the agriculture and irrigation. In the 5-year plan, they given the main priority is agriculture and irrigation, because irrigation was a backbone of agriculture. For that purpose only, they given the first priority to the agriculture and irrigation. Only 17% of the agricultural lands was irrigated in 1950. When they taken the data of agricultural lands in 1950, only 17% lands only using for the agricultural lands. So, and frequent floods are occurring, and droughts also affected for the food production. But food production, we are facing the flood problem and drought problem. When water is also high, the root system will be damages. When droughts are also high, the root system is also problem. So we have to balance the water system, because when floods are high, we have to remove the excess water. That is nothing but drainage. When droughts are high, the water cannot absorb the root system. So this is the main problem had taken has facing the in agriculture and in irrigation. Through that only the food production is very low, and poor drainage caused by the salinity and water logging, and water problem also is very high. On what basis the water problem is high? The quality of water which is suitable for the agriculture field. That quality of, when we supply that quality of water to the agriculture field, then the irrigation system will be developed in high manner. So irrigation and drainage got very high priority in the earliest plans. That is starting of the 5-year uh, 5-year plans. Need for the food security. India depended heavily on the food imports. The country needed to become the self-sufficient in food grains. Irrigation development becomes essential to support the green revolution. What are the need for the food security is imports are, we have to increase on the imports. Then for this is the one parameter to give the security for the food. If food will be damages, we cannot eat. So for that purpose only we are going to import. Next, the country needed to become self-sufficient in food grains. This is one advantage for our Indians. Irrigation development becomes essential to support the green revolution. Need for the economic stability and growth. To uplift the national property, to increase the employment, to create the large infrastructures, that is dams, canals, power projects, to use the national resources effectively. What are the national resources are there? We have to use proper way, proper manner. Then only we can growth. So development through 5-year plans. India's first 5-year plans program is started in 1951. The first 5-year plan is started in the year of 1951. After independence, we got the independence in 1947. From 1947 to 1950, they are analyzed on which parameter we are facing problems or scarcity in India. They are analyzed. According to that only, they are giving according to priorities. First, in which parameter we have to develop. Through that connection only, and another parameter is added. In this 5-year plan, every 5-year plan, they are implemented each and every parameter. India's first 5-year plan were National Development Program started in 1951. They played a major role in improving the irrigation. What is the main role or main scope for the 5-year plans are? To develop the irrigation, to develop the drainage system, to develop the flood control, to develop the agriculture productivity. These are the main scopes to develop our nation. Each plan they focus on expanding the water resources infrastructure to support rural development and food security. In each and every 5-year plan, what they are focused means you have to expand the water resources. When we expand the water resources and infrastructure, then only we can develop each and every parameter, and also to support the rural development and food security. These are the important parameters focused on the each and every 5-year plan. So in first 5-year plan, they started on 1951 to 1951. First 5-year plan, total academic year, sorry, first 5-year plans is started from 1951 to 1956. They given the priority on first 5-year plan is agriculture and irrigation. They focused on repairing the existing irrigation system. So already British government has constructed some dams, reservoirs, but they are not in a proper manner, proper way. So they are re-repaired or reconstructed for utilization of different purposes. They are focused on this system because there is no economy. First, given some funding to that repair works. After getting some economy or generated some economy, then they constructed the major multi projects, that is Bakranangal, Hirakud, Baknarangal, next Hirakud, Damodar Valley, Mettur improvements. Next, development of canal irrigation and embankments. Through that, they got some economy. They generated some economy. Through that generated economy only, They are invested on the development of irrigation, canal irrigation and embankments, and also they are approved by some multi projects, major multi projects. That is Bakranangal, Hirakud, Damodar Valley and Mettu Dam improvements are taken. This is the first 5-year plan in 1951 to 1956. In second 5-year plan, from where to where, 1956 to 61. What they are focused on? Their focus shifted to the industry. In the first, they focused on agriculture in first 5-year plan, but in second 5-year plan they focused on industry, but irrigation is still improvement. Already irrigation is started improvement in the first 5-year plan only. They are continuing from year to year. Okay, so what are the changes have completed in up to 1956? From that from that day onwards, they started continuation improvement for the next 5-year plan also. That is the meaning of, but irrigation is still improvement. Continued work on the multi-purpose river valley projects and expansion of the tube wells, lift irrigations and minor irrigation schemes. Newly introduced here is focus on industry and also expansion of tube wells, lift irrigations and irrigation schemes. And what is the third 5-year plan? From 1961 to 66. They are introduced to increasing the food production. First focus, they are focused in third 5-year plan, the increasing of food production. Next, construction of more rivers or reservoirs, not rivers, reservoirs, barrages and canal network system. Next, improvement of drainage facilities in waterlogged areas. We have to develop the drainage facilities, then only the root system will be developed in proper manner. Started the command area development concept here, but not introduced. They start what is the background of command area development, what are the initiatives we have to take, what are the major points we have to cover under the command area development. They are discussed in the third 5-year plan. Next, 3 annual plans. 3 annual plans means first 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, third 5-year plan. They introduced in first 5-year plan in agriculture, second 5-year plan is industry and tube wells, and third 5-year plan they are started increasing the food production. What are the growth is there in the first 3 5-year plans? They are analyzed how much difference between before 1950 after 1966. What are the changes they are observed? They are analyzed from 1966 to 69, because this analyzation is more important, because when we implement one parameter into the system, whether it is processing in correct way or correct manner, correct operation, we have to analyze. When this will be failure means this chain will be continually failure and national growth system will be also damages. So for that purpose only they analyzed 3 annual 5-year plan. They analyzed from 66 to 69 totally. They analyzed from the first, second, third, and what are the improvements, how much improvements, how much percentage they are developed. According to these points only they are analyzed. Whether drought system and wars reduce investments, priority to the small irrigation projects for the quick benefits. Next, fourth 5-year plan from 1969 to 1974. They taken the improvement on irrigation efficiency. Already irrigation is started and irrigation parameter is included in the first 5-year plan only. So what is the improvement? And we are going to increase the efficiency. How? If we increase the efficiency irrigation, then automatically the agriculture production or food production will be increases. How much? We have to included here. Rural water supply schemes. Next, flood control and river training. Next, land reclamation with the drainage works. All these parameters are important points are included in fourth 5-year plan. Sorry. Fifth 5-year plan in 1974 to 79 introduced the CAD program, that is Command Area Development Program is introduced here. Canal lining to reduce the seepage, promotion of groundwater development. And previously all canals having a unlined system. When give some lining to the canal system, then we can reduce seepage. So we can utilize more water to the agriculture field. This is one of the laws. When unlined canals are there, that is a one disadvantages for the canal system. Seepage is more. When unlined canals are present in the system, then the seepage is more. For that reduce only, all canals are converted into the lining system. Almost, not 100%, almost. Promotions of groundwater development. Now here not started the groundwater and what is the importance of groundwater? If groundwater is introduced, how much development if we see in the future, and how much importance for the groundwater, all these points are analyzed in the 5-year plan. Next, sixth 5-year plan is 1980 to 1985. So in 1980 to 1985, they introduced the minor irrigation expansion, drought prone area development, introduced the sprinkler irrigation system, water management initiatives. Before the 1980, there is no concept of sprinkler irrigation. Only surface method is there. Surface method is flooding, furrow, all these systems are there. But when we introduce the sprinkler irrigation system, what is the main purpose of the sprinkler irrigation system is to save the water, to operate the correct way, and to distribute the water in correct manner to the agriculture field. Okay, for that purpose only the sprinkler irrigation is introduced in the agriculture system. And the 7th 5-year plan. And 7th 5-year plan total, that is 1985 to 1980. What they are introduced, integrated the water resources management, major and medium irrigation projects, modernization of old canal networks. Next, 8th 5-year plan 1992 to 1997. Water conservation and water recharge. When water recharge, the groundwater will be developed. Repairs and rehabilitation of irrigation systems, promotion of drip and irrigation system. Here already sprinkler irrigation is introduced in the 6th 5-year plan, and 8th 5-year plan they introduced or given some promotions on the drip irrigation system. Same criteria, same advantage for the drip irrigation system also according to sprinkler irrigation. But in the drip irrigation we can save more water. But this, if this system will failures, means that agriculture system is totally failure. Okay, that land agriculture area will be totally collapse. So we have to introduce in proper manner, proper skilled persons are there for the drip irrigation implementation. Next, 9th 5-year plan is from 1997 to 2002. What they are introduced? Sustainable irrigation development, drainage system for the saline and waterlogged areas, participatory irrigation management, water uses association. All these are introduced in 1972 to 2002. What is 10th 5-year plan? From where to where? 2002 to 2007. They are focused on micro irrigation, promoted widely, that is drip and sprinkler irrigation, comprehensive watershed development, flood management programs are conducted. How if flood will be occurred in that area, how we are going to manage, how we are going to utilize for next time that flood water. For these are the programs are conducted in the 2002 to 2007. And the 11th 5-year plan is 2007 to 2012. Accelerated the irrigation benefit programs, modernization using automation and telemetry, rainwater harvesting and artificial recharge. These these are the different parameters are introduced in the 11th 5-year plan. In 12th 5-year plans, 2012 to 2020, 2017, sorry. Here one theme is introduced: more crop per drop. When we use one drop of water, we have to develop more crop. That is the intention of this theme. They introduced river basin planning, PMKSY, national irrigation schemes are introduced. Some different irrigation schemes are introduced to development of agriculture field. Emphasis on groundwater regulation, increasing the water use efficiency. These are the different parameters are introduced in every 5-year plan. Total 12 5-year plans are introduced up to now. Present also we are running under the 12th 5-year plan system only. After 2017 they are not introduced any 5-year plan. So what are the achievements across the all plans? Increase the irrigation potential. Each and every plan, that is 12 up to 12th 5-year plan, what are the achievements has faced? That is increase the irrigation potentials, improve the drainage system, reduce the flood and drought impacts, modern technology as introduced in the irrigation system, stronger canal network and sustainable water resources management. All these are the achievements from the 12th 5-year plan. All 12 5-year plans. These are the achievements as got from the 1951 to 2000 or 2025. Giving conclusion, 5-year plans provide the long-term vision for the water resources development. This is not a short-term goal. This is a long-term goal. What is the goal of 5-year plan? Mainly to improve the irrigation system, to improve the industry system, to improve the food system, food security system, food production system, all these. So by long-term vision only we can develop. Within short period we cannot develop any type of parameter. Improve the irrigation facilities in the higher agriculture productivity. Modernization efforts continue under the PMKSY state level programs. This is the introduction to the 5-year plans. This is very important for the government exams, especially JE junior engineer exams. Next assistant executive engineers, assistant engineers. For all these exams, this is the very important. Previous last exam in 2025, some diploma students has attempted the AE exams. In that exams also, in through 5-year plans only, they got total 4 questions. So if we get idea or analyze these points, then you can score easy in the government exams. This is very important topic for the government exams. So by this topic we can completed the second lecture. So in the third lecture, we are going to start roles of various commission on irrigation and agriculture. Okay, thank you everyone.